makes the water act like this?
How the government makes snow. Add water to sodium polyacrylate.
Let's go, y'all. We back. Unreal Reality. No long intro this week. All I ask in return, guys, is that if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. And if you like the content, smash that like button. That's it. Let's get right into it, y'all.
Now, this is scary. It's said, but not proven, that every single Disney princess is supposed to represent a disorder. Psychologists took a study down, and they said in every Disney princess there's a clear disorder that they have. Firstly, Belle was captured and put in a castle, so this is called Stockholm Syndrome, which means you fall in love with your captor. That's why she fell in love with the Beast, because he is the one that captured her. Ariel. If you notice, Ariel has a big ship and there's so many things around her, so she's a hoarder, and that's a form of OCD. She has so much stuff on her ship, but she doesn't throw it away. Another easy one is Alice in the Wonderland. She sees caterpillars walking around and imagines a lot of things that aren't there, which is basically schizophrenia. Crazy, right? Elsa and Anna, they're really reckless. Elsa is the cold sister who has a short temper, and Anna is the warm sister that is kind all the time, which is why the sisters are thought to represent bipolar. Did you ever notice this when you watched?
Yo, that is crazy. I mean, I believe it. Definitely gonna go back and rewatch those Disney films to see exactly what's going on in there, though. 100%.
Oh. Tell me that ain't. Tell me. Oh. Mobile phone in 1938. A video phone in 1995.
Time traveler.
No, not pretty now. Bruh. Bruh.
Look, all I'm going to say is this. If that person at the Tyson fight wasn't holding a camera phone, what were they holding? You tell me.
I am looking forward to delivering the Republican response to the State of the Union. So tune in.
So sorry for stopping the clip. And I hate that I even have to say this, but this is not Republican propaganda or Democrat propaganda. I myself am not a Republican, nor am I a Democrat, guys. That's it. I just want to clear the air before I get a whole bunch of hate comments saying one thing or the next. All right, let's get back into it.
President Biden's border policies are a disgrace. This crisis is despicable. And the truth is, it is almost entirely preventable. And thank you to all the gentlemen behind me who continue to work diligently to actually secure our border. That's what the American people deserve. But unfortunately, Joe Biden refuses to give that to them. Mr. President, enough is enough. Innocent Americans are dying, and you only have yourself to blame. Everything that we put forth that would actually secure and close the border, the Democrats don't want. This is yet another prong of the failed Bidenomics. This is the definition of America last. The American people are scraping by, while President Biden proudly proclaims that Bidenomics is working. Goodness, y'all. Bless his heart.
One of those is an act, right? Because it's not like she has some disease or condition and that when she goes in front of a certain news crew or camera, it triggers her condition and she starts talking like whichever one is fake. One of those is fake, guys.
Biden's border.
And she is fucking weird. She's weird for doing this.
What did Will Smith really mean to tell us?
Y'all, we out here on vacation in the Bahamas. Another beautiful day. Check it out. Check it out. Boom. I want to talk to y'all for a minute about the power of perception. You see, there's a lot that goes into being a hot social media content provider. For instance, y'all think I got time to go on vacation? No. I got social to do. Come on, man, this is blue screen. In fact, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I haven't looked like this good in years. I've been totally computer generated since like the 90s. You know what? This ain't even real blue screen. It's 2019, y'all. Nothing's real.
Listen, guys, I could do a full video on the Fresh Prince all by himself. 100%. He, over the last few decades, has said some crazy off-the-wall stuff. No kidding. Cloning, MK Ultra, which is essentially mind control, all kinds of stuff. So
okay, this is a bit creepy. Let me know what you guys think. So, why does NASA have all these old school cars? My thoughts are, they're cars without computers in them. All from the 1970s. They're preparing for an EMP blast. What's odd is they're not just old school NASA cars. Here's a news car. They have a whole fleet from NASA vehicles, semi-trucks, ambulances. Perhaps this is where that $50 million a day budget is going. Because we all know it's certainly not getting us into space. Collectors of CGI videos and apparently old school cars. Let me know what you think they're using them for. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
weird. Very, very eerie. No doubt, very eerie. But let me play devil's advocate, all right? Maybe these aren't the employees' cars. Maybe they're used for experiments or bulk experiments or for controls or for components or parts, you know? We don't know. We'll never know because it's, you know, it's not like they're going to tell us shit. So all we have is speculation, right?
Scientists said they had discovered the Garden of Eden and that they couldn't believe their eyes when they saw what was in there. Check this out.
Dude, this is awesome, guys. I've never seen it this clear. Yeah, it was super murky. Dude, look how deep that is. It's like 20 feet deep, but it looks so shallow. The powerful. That is wild. That's crazy. The old powerful. Look how crystally it is. Oh my god. Oh no. There's no way. Oh my god. Wow, dude. Look at the crystals on it. Dang. I don't know what type of crystal it is.
I'll tell you one thing that wouldn't surprise me is that if we find out at a later date and time that they actually were taking this footage somewhere around like Antarctica or something, right?
Doja Cat, the newest member of the Illuminati. A lot of really suspicious things about her 27th birthday party. This makes people believe that it was a ritual induction meeting with the Illuminati and Doja Cat that was hidden in plain sight. The party was themed after this movie called Eyes Wide Shut about an elitist secret society. This society was also a sex cult. They would sacrifice people to the devil. There's a character in the movie that Doja Cat is dressed like that gets sacrificed and killed by the group. I gotta say, everybody, they killed the theme. Look at the symbolism on the cake. Yes, Doja Cat turned 27, but this also could have been a nod to the 27th Club, and it has the Freemason symbol on it.
Look, guys, I'm not saying she's not in the Illuminati, okay? What I'm saying is that wasn't the induction event, okay?
Britney Spears was hired by the US government and paid by George Bush to do a bunch of reckless stuff in order to distract people from what he was doing. And the dates add up. George Bush was involved in a huge CIA scandal the exact same day that Britney Spears got married for 55 hours. The day before a huge midterm election, Britney Spears and Kevin Federline announced that they were splitting up. Bush announced the reformation of Al-Qaeda, which was huge news, which just so happened to be the day that Britney Spears shaved her head. And then there was this clip that was in Michael Moore's documentary Fahrenheit 9/11 that really sealed the deal for a lot of people.
Honestly, I think we should just trust our president in every decision that he makes, and we should just support that, you know, and be faithful in what happens.
Do you trust this president?
Yes, I do.
When you first hear this, it sounds absolutely crazy, right? Bonkers. But when you start adding like the dates and the news from those dates, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
Some of Hollywood's greatest conspiracy theories. Are these cap or fact? We may never know. Rumor has it Stevie Wonder may not be blind. If he was, how could he perfectly operate this camera? Sources say O.J. Simpson could be Khloe Kardashian's father. The chemistry here is off the charts. And if Tupac died, why was his photo taken one day after his alleged murder? Is Nicolas Cage really just a Civil War-era vampire? Most likely. Is Jay-Z just a time traveler from the Harlem Renaissance? Most likely, yes. And did Gucci Mane really go from running the trap to running track? Or was he cloned in a Georgia jail cell? Who knows?
I'm sorry. Did I miss the Mr. Beast video where he cured Stevie Wonder's blindness?
In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the theory that Taylor Swift and Harry Styles killed someone together. In case you don't know, Taylor and Harry dated for a couple months in 2012, and fans think that a series of songs by the two talks about the story of them running someone over with a car, and this is the story. In Welcome to New York, Taylor establishes that the crime scene took place in New York. In Style, she talks about how Harry is a bad driver and that his car has no headlights on. In her song I Know Places, she goes on to talk about how she knows a place where they can hide after committing the crime. In Harry's song Sign of the Times, they realize that they have to get away. And then in Taylor's song Out of the Woods, she wonders if they officially got away with the crime. In Harry's song Ever Since New York, he reveals that he's been praying ever since he killed someone in New York. Taylor also just released a murder mystery song called No Body, No Crime. Now why would she release a murder mystery song if she didn't kill someone with Harry Styles?
Damn. Who knew Taylor Swift and Harry the Dress Styles were so gangster?
What is the government so afraid of? The U.S. Navy sets off a 40,000-pound bomb in the Atlantic Ocean, 100 miles from the coast of Florida, saying that it was only a military exercise. However, looking at the footage of the explosion, it definitely didn't seem like a regular military exercise. Furthermore, it's known that there are unknown creatures or aliens living deep in the ocean. So, could it be possible that it wasn't a military exercise, but a cover-up to take out a deadly threat in the ocean? With this suspicious military exercise, many are asking,
Did you catch that, guys? They just pissed on your back and told you it was rain. That's right. Their most favorite group of words, a military training exercise.
The Simpsons predicted something really disturbing for 2024. In season 24, episode 9, Homer senses trouble and prepares a stocked bunker. Then, Springfield gets hit by a massive solar superstorm. No warning, just chaos. It shuts down everything. No electricity, no internet, total standstill. The show's take on this mirrors what might happen in real life. And now, not long ago, NASA has found a huge hole in the sun, spewing storms at an insane speed of 1.8 million miles per hour towards Earth. The last time we had a storm like this was way back in 1859, the Carrington event. Now, scientists think this 2024 storm could be 60 times stronger than that one, the most powerful ever. These storms could wreak havoc on Earth, think satellites, power grids, GPS, and worst-case scenario, even wiping out the internet and our tech permanently. Recovering from that might take decades. It's a ticking time bomb, and we might just be on the edge.
Listen, y'all, do you know what the new hobby is for the super, mega, ultra, disgustingly wealthy is? What their new hobby is right now? Oh, good. I'm going to tell you. They are all having built these lavish, huge custom bunkers, okay? Bezos, Gates, Zuck, they're all having bunkers built right now, in real time, right now. No bullshit. Give it a Google search.
Just a glimpse of walking through Kensington, where you never know who's alive or who's not.
At first sight, you might think this is like a Walking Dead set, or maybe even a third world country. But it's not, people. This is in the States. This is Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia. All right. You don't know if these people are alive, dead, sleeping, conscious, zombies, nothing. Okay. And now the dealers are putting this stuff called xylazine in the drugs, which is eating the user's organs from the inside out, right? So they have these huge chunks of their flesh missing all over their bodies. It's terrifying. So now they act and look like actual zombies.
There's a U.S. Marine that's going on trial against Congress, talking about how he's seen UFOs abducting humans, but the UFOs weren't aliens, they were humans abducting other humans.
What?
Yo.
In the actual is
bro,
going on?
It was a named Michael Hara, and it was in 2009. Like, he had to go do like an Overwatch mission in Indonesia because it was a natural disaster, like a hurricane. So he was over there just making sure the land was good.
Yeah.
And then I guess he was in the jungle, and he seen like a UFO like hovering over in the jungle, picking up people. And then he seen like US trucks. Like, he wasn't supposed to be over there. Like, he just wandered off. And then he said like a week or two later, like some unnamed government officials came in. Like, he said these people did not have no name tags, and they was like, yo, you cannot speak about this to your general, can't speak about this to your family, can't speak about this to your platoon, your group. If so, you can get put in prison or they will execute you.
This is just business as usual, guys. Ain't nothing out of the ordinary here. I mean, they brought cocaine into the country in the 80s. They sold weaponry to our enemies. What's this, a fake abduction? Please, this is small potatoes compared to what they can and have done in the past, guys.
If you ever see this chair for sale, do not buy it. The story behind this chair is absolutely horrific. So recently in Australia, these chairs have been popping up on Facebook Marketplace. For an average person looking at it, it seems to be a solidly built, finely polished chair. One chair costs $1,700 and two chairs is $3,200. And here's the description. You cannot buy these in the shops. They are made from top quality marine ply, hand finished, so no chair is exactly the same as any other. And I really do feel bad for people who bought these chairs not knowing the history of them. Well, it turns out these chairs were made in prison by one of the most psychopathic murderers to ever haunt Australia. The killer's name is William Patrick Mitchell, and in 1993 he committed a horrific family massacre with an axe. On that day, William went to target a woman who had rejected his advances. Her name was Karen Mackenzie. But when William got to Karen's home, he saw her 16-year-old son Daniel in the driveway, and he immediately murdered Daniel in the driveway with an axe. He then went inside the home, assaulted Karen, and murdered her with the axe as well, before he went to the bedroom of her 7- and 5-year-old daughters, Amara and Katrina. William then assaulted the 7-year-old Amara and then killed both of those girls in their beds with the axe as well. Now, this crime is notorious because the Australian authorities have not released the full details of what happened. The authorities themselves claim that the true details are too grisly, too graphic, that the public can't handle them. I've never heard of something like this, but that is truly shocking and, yes, disturbing. So obviously it's a little disturbing that prison guards are selling these chairs handmade by a family axe murderer on Facebook Marketplace and pocketing extreme loads of cash off of them. Now, I read a news report that came out recently about how family members of the victims are extremely upset that prison guards are making money off of these chairs made by their family member's killer. And yeah, I just couldn't imagine having already purchased one of these chairs and then reading a news article like this, because what the seller didn't include on this Facebook Marketplace listing is that the chair was handcrafted by an axe murderer.
So what? It's a chair. What's next? You gonna return your license plates because you know it was made by an inmate?
Okay, I just found something else insane about the eclipse. How many coincidences do we need? So do you remember a couple days ago when there was those really bad storms, bad tornadoes, all that? Remember this path. See that same path? Listen to what the meteorologist says. This is actually bizarre. Again, he sees weather every day and this is bizarre to him. And I'm not just saying that. This will be one of the more notable severe storms nights in March in recent memory. In the past hour, over 16,000 individual lightning bolts from western New York to northeast Texas, spanning 1,200 miles. Again, in the same exact path as the eclipse. And here is another glimpse of it in the same exact path. And this storm was so dangerous. And again, it connects at the New Madrid fault line and also at the gravity low. Now, if there was some kind of cataclysm at this New Madrid fault line, guess what? Scientists already drew up what it would look like. And this right here is what they believe the outcome would be. Here, I'll give you a second. Is your new location in the ocean, in a river, or on land? Let me know in the comments. Me over here, I got a new beach line 20 minutes from the house. But if you're over here, and all this controversy going on with Texas right now, they'd be the best place on the map. Y'all, I think this is a warning. I didn't think anything was going to happen. I really didn't. I thought it was a sign of judgment from God. But I don't know now. I mean, you got National Guard, them warning people to get flashlights and batteries and water and all this stuff. I don't know. It is 2024, and with the first quarter of the year, I would not be surprised. David Shane, you better be recording this for us.
Is this giving anyone else like major Y2K vibes? Do you guys remember Y2K? All the computers were going to explode and the world was going to end and everything was going to reset to zero and it was going to be crazy. And it was a fucking nothing burger.
In the early 1900s, a series of remarkable stone structures were discovered in remote locations around the world. These amazing artifacts, known as stone stargates, captivated the imagination of archaeologists, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. Carved with intricate patterns and symbols, their true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Ancient folklore, however, spoke of these stargates as devices used by civilizations from distant solar systems to travel across the cosmos. By the 1950s, almost all the stargates had vanished without a trace, fueling rumors of government cover-ups and hidden agendas. Some theorized that governments around the world systematically confiscated the stargates and concealed them in top-secret facilities. Their whereabouts remain unknown.
What do you think? Is it crazier that we have pictures of them or the fact that they just up and vanished? Or did they vanish? They're probably just sitting in a bunker somewhere in the Nevada desert, guys. To be honest with you, I'm
sure you've heard there was a crazy situation in Miami, like interdimensional beings crazy. Well, Moab2597 on X has a pretty intense eyewitness account, supposed eyewitness account. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I highly recommend that you guys go over there and read it for yourself. I was at the Miami Mall yesterday and the government is lying. There were no kids fighting. Everyone started panicking because these gray creatures were walking around. They didn't make any noises or sounds, but stared and watched you move. I tried to take a video, but every time I would try to, it would just bug out. They set a perimeter and wouldn't let anybody out or in unless they went through their photos. We were visited by aliens and the government is covering it up. They were about 6 to 7 feet tall and walked very slowly. They could turn their head around completely and it seemed like they could change forms, like they didn't have any bones and could bend their body in whatever way, no fingers or feet, just arms and legs. They could also seemingly teleport. They weren't walking around normally, but instead disappearing and then quickly reappearing somewhere else. Here's the main thing that stood out to me. Everyone is asking where the photo and video evidence is of the beings, but where is the photo and video evidence of the fight? I found it very interesting that this witness account said that the phones would glitch out when they tried to capture anything, and there are actually several other accounts that say the same thing. This resonated with me because I've had a lot of paranormal encounters in my life, and almost every time I've tried to capture them, it would be blurry, the phone would glitch out, it would randomly die, a couple times the screen even cracked. So I personally believe that reasoning, but I also believe this is 2024. There is not a fight that happens that there isn't video evidence of.
Honestly, I think it would be very foolish and naive of us to believe that there wasn't something there that day. You feel me?
Reality glitches caught on camera.
I just found this ring in a box. I'm like, oh shit, my ring fell off. No, it didn't. It's the same. I'm shaking. It's so weird.
I'm losing my mind right now, and I need someone to tell me if I'm crazy. Have you seen those videos where people are like, I'm stuck in the Matrix, my life is glitching out? Can somebody please explain to me how I'm sitting here doing my little thing, making TikToks, I'm looking on my desk, and I see this. What the hell is this? What is this? Because it looks like it's my nails, right? Girl, I've got all my nails. And I want to specify, this is the first time I have ever had this design. Ever. But that's definitely what that is, right? Even the other side of it looks like when you like rip acrylics off. The girlies know what I mean. Do I just throw this away and act like this never happened? I'm kind of really freaked out right now, but I'm trying to stay calm and like come up with some kind of solution as to why the fuck this would be here. Tell me that's not a nail. Do I need to give this to the government for investigation? If you can come up with some kind of solution for what this is and convince me that it is not a nail, let me know.
I don't know, ladies. Maybe you can clear this one up for me. When you and go and get your nails done, do they give you like a bonus nail, like buy 10, get one free in case one chips or breaks? Like, where did that nail come from? Where did it come from?
Okay. Die. You will die. Sylvester. Okay, yeah, he's pissed. We should probably go. Die.
That's not my cat. Totoro, where are you? Totoro. What are you? What are you doing in my house? What are you? No, it's a furry!
What the fuck? Yo, you good?
Listen, y'all, I'm sorry. I love my cat more than anything, but the day that she tells me that, I'm picking her up and I'm punting her out the window faster than she could finish her demonic little sentence.
Can you say hi? You say hi? No? You don't want to say hi? What was that? Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? What the hell? Hey you, come on, let's get out of here. So I'm still walking this trail and I keep hearing that same scream. Here it is again. This is so freaking crazy. I can't even imagine what it could be. Like, it's definitely not a bird or some kind of animal. What the hell? Alright, so I'm about a half a mile down from when I first started hearing the screaming, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but that definitely sounds louder. So I am pretty sure that whatever the fuck this is getting a lot closer. Ugh. Okay, so I'm way farther down the trail and that screaming is definitely getting way louder and way closer. Hey, have you been hearing that screaming too? What is wrong with you? Oh my God!
Imagine hearing these absolutely terrifying screams and not picking up your baby and running for your dear life, right? What, are we supposed to believe that mermaids were discovered and it didn't make national fucking news? Make it make sense.
Some of Hollywood's greatest conspiracy theories are these cap or fact. We may never know. Sources say Keanu Reeves may just be immortal, and based on overwhelming evidence, this is most likely true. Is Steve Jobs really dead, or somewhere in Egypt wearing hospital scrubs? It's up for you to decide. Rumor has it Katy Perry is actually John Benet Ramsey, all grown up. Doesn't seem too far-fetched to me. Was Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer? Probably. The Ray J. Kardashian sex tape vaulted Kim to fame. Was the leak orchestrated by Grand Hollywood puppet master Kris Jenner? Yes. Are Beyonce and Solange really sisters? Or is Beyonce really her mother? Hard to argue that one.
If you don't think that Kris Jenner was pulling Kim's strings like an evil Geppetto from behind the scenes, there might not be any hope for you at all. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.